Today we're taking a look at the Kazuna eTalk, a very good device if you're on Verizon. Let's get started. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Jose and here we talk about digital minimalism. So if that's something that interests you, make sure to subscribe. Today we're taking a look at the Kazuna eTalk, and it's a very good device if you want phone calls and you want text messages, included group text messages on the Verizon network. That is my small review. Now let's get into the longer review. It is a very good device. The look and feel is actually very good for a device that only costs about $30. I actually enjoyed using the device. I used it on the Verizon prepaid network. You're also going to be able to use it on the Verizon postpaid network, so I'll talk about that in just a second. But phone calls are very reliable, loudspeaker is very decent, and text messages work reliably for group text messaging and just regular text messaging. You're able to receive pictures and links and everything else. It does have a browser. However, I will not render it usable. You're going to have a lot of headaches if you want to use this browser. So I'll just rather skip it and just say this is phone calls and text messages only. If you want to use a browser, use a completely different device. It was very cumbersome to get it to work and nothing ever loads properly. I think it's just because of the scaling or whatever internet browser they're using. This device is based on a version of Android. It's not Google, so it doesn't have all of the trackers and privacy compromising things. It has just the bare bones version. If you want to avoid Google altogether, then this may not be the device for you because it does have Android. So that is developed in partnership with Google, but it's the Android operating system, the open version, essentially, the bare bones. So it's not the full Google tracker version. Just a disclaimer for those of you looking into this device. Now, if you want to use it on Verizon prepaid, you just go to your local Walmart, Target, or wherever the device is available and you pay about $30. If you want to use it on Verizon postpaid, then you use this device, you go buy it, and then you have to pay an extra fee of about $50 in order to make it work on postpaid. I used it on Verizon prepaid and then I paid the $50 to use it on Verizon postpaid. So it does work if that's what you want to do. Now, I don't think it's worth to use it on Verizon postpaid just because there are other devices on Verizon, the postpaid version like the Alcatel Go Flip V or the Kyocera devices that you're able to buy, and they work very similarly. I'm going to be doing a review on those devices soon. It's just that they haven't gotten to my house or I have not been able to find them for a decent price. Sometimes they're overpriced on the web and I don't want to pay Verizon activation fees for devices that I'm going to review. So instead I'm buying them actually for full price. There are other features that the Kazuna eTalk has. It does have SD card, voice over Wi-Fi, good battery life, and also it has a 3.5mm headphone jack. On top of that, it does also have a camera and a flashlight, but the placement is terrible. Instead of your regular flip phone having the camera here at the top, where every flip phone should have their camera, it does have it at the bottom. So whenever you hold it to try to take a picture or you hold it down, you're probably going to be blocking it. It's not very intuitive to use, but it does work. So if you're trying to take a quick snap and then send it over text message or a group text message, then it will work. But again, the placement of the camera is just terrible. Now let's get into some final remarks with the Kazuna eTalk. If you're on Verizon prepaid, this is the best device for you. If you're on Verizon postpaid, I will take a look into the Alcatel Go Flip V or the Kyocera devices or the Sony devices. They may be a little bit more expensive, but again, if you want to use this on Verizon postpaid, you have to buy it for $30 and then you have to actually shell another extra $50. Now, if that's worth it to you and then you don't want to pay the activation fees that come with Verizon, then I think it's actually a good device. But if you're just trying to get it on a payment plan, or if you're trying to use just the regular Verizon Alcatel Go Flip V or any other flip phones that they have, then I think those may be better for you. If you're trying to use a browser as well, this device is not for you. Again, only phone calls, text messages, and a decent camera experience if you know how to hold it. So that's my review of the Kazuna eTalk. If you have any extra questions about it, make sure to put it in the comments below. I always interact with you guys. And if you have any other questions about any of the other dumb phones, make sure to put them as well in the comments below. I'll be interacting in there with you. Thanks for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one. It is placed on the bottom of the device, so when you're holding it, you're going to be able to said in the intro, and it's a very, very good device if you want phone calls like fa.